There's this military boot camp in the US, and the recruits here are anything but ordinary. One's a sneaky gambler, another throws knives like a pro, and one guy doesn't even bother wearing pants. But none of them are as unforgettable as the new guy, Das. When the drill sergeant blew the whistle, everyone rushed outside to line up. The moment came to hand out weapons, but Das just stood there, refusing to take a rifle. Turns out he's a deeply religious Christian. Years ago, his abusive father pushed him to the edge. He nearly shot him in a fit of rage, but he held back, and from that day on, he swore never to touch a gun. But come on, you joined the army and won't carry a weapon. What are you gonna do? Scare the enemy off with kindness? The drill sergeant wasn't buying it. He sent Das straight to the captain. The captain laid it out plain. Soldiers follow orders. If you can't do that, you can fake being crazy. Get a medical discharge. No harm done. But when the army doc checked him, Das was honest. He said he wasn't mentally ill. He just had to stick to his beliefs. The captain laughed. He thought Das was a coward, and cowards didn't belong in his unit. From then on, Das was treated like dirt, cleaning toilets, doing jobs no one wanted, and the sergeant made sure everyone got punished because of him. Tensions built. One night, a group of his squad mates beat him up. They all wished he'd just quit. Next morning, the sergeant saw Das covered in bruises. Told him maybe it was time to give up, but Das didn't leave. Turns out, his dad was a World War I vet who came back broken, drank, beat his family. One day Das picked up a gun, ready to win it, but then he saw the pain in his father's eyes and stopped. That moment changed him forever. He decided, no more violence, no more weapons. When the sergeant asked who attacked him, Das Lied said he'd just fallen out of bed. His silence hit his squad mates hard. No one called him weak again, but trouble wasn't over. A hard-nosed officer showed up at camp, found out Das wouldn't carry a gun, and dragged him to military court. If convicted, he'd spend the rest of the war in prison. Even then, he stood firm. Even his fiancée begged him, just pretend, just hold a gun and don't shoot it. But Das said, if I give up my faith, I won't even recognize myself. And so, he went to trial, still standing by everything he believed.